Hi, Sarah Banis here, Learn to Craft. I'm going to show you something really neat today. So these are bunny bake cards. These are incredibly popular right now. People love them, and some people are making a fortune making them and selling them. So I am going to link in the video description everything that we use here. I will link this design set. I will link you fill these with glass. You take these little glass bottles, and you fill them with oats and sprinkles. And then what happens is the night before Easter, you give them to the kids like as little novelty, and then they sprinkle it in the lawn to bait the Easter bunny. Um, it's just a cute, fun little thing to do. And the kids, like I said, they love them. It's such a cute idea. So I will link in the video description. You can get those little glass bottles at Dollar Tree in the craft section. But if you can't find them at your local Dollar Tree, you can also get them on Amazon. So I'll link in the video description where you can get them at Amazon. Um, for the Dollar Tree bottles, they come in 4 packs. For those, we're going to resize to 4 by 5 on this. If you're using the ones from Amazon, you might need to adjust that sizing by just a little bit. Okay, so a couple of things real quick. I'm going to link, so like I said, I'll link everything that we use in the video description. I'm also going to link cello bags that, is that how you say it? Cello? Cello? I don't know. But I'm also going to link, a lot of people are taking the cello bags and putting them inside of there for their packaging and then putting a cute little bow on it. So I'll link the 5 by 7 cello bags that people are using in the video description also. It's an inexpensive way to really upscale your packaging. So let's go ahead and get started here. If this video is of interest or helpful to you, like the video, that helps me out a lot. But also subscribe to my channel. When you're subscribed, you'll get notification when the new videos come out, probably once or twice a week. Just lots of neat ways to use your machine, use new materials, make new projects. So make sure you do subscribe. You'll get those notifications. One other thing real quick before we move forward here. I'm going to link in the video description also. We have a huge collaborative of Facebook groups. I'm going to link Cricut and Silhouette for beginners. It's probably about maybe 200,000 members, super friendly, super helpful. Join us there. You'll fit right in. You'll love the group. So let's get started. We can get rid of all of this. Get rid of this. So there's 3 options. There's 3 separate files when you download the design. Okay. And I'm going to link this design in the video description also. It's a fantastic design. So what this is, you can see there's a little bit of a difference to where the design is on this. This one, it's different so that you can personalize with the child's name. This one, you just print and cut, and that's it. And then this is your back layer. Okay, so this is right here where the bottle goes. So we're going to do a personalized one. So let's take this out of here. The font that most people are using, I'm going to link that in the video description also. It's a great font. So, and I think actually, I know that it's on sale right now. I think it's 40% off. So, make this for Siobhan, is how you say that name. So, go ahead and so anybody who's not familiar with print then cut, the way that you put something like a name, at least in on a Cricut and Design Space, is you take it and you put it on there where you want it, and then you select both and flatten. Okay, and then that's all there is to that. And now this is ready to print then cut. Okay, and these can be made on, I'm just making it on Design Space because that's what I have up, but you can make this on Cricut, you can make it on Silhouette, you can make it on Scan and Cut, whatever plotter you have. Okay, so then what you want to do is when you upload them, like I said, so if you are using the Dollar Tree bottles, you'll make it 4 by 5. Okay, so you have your front and your back. So what you want to do is you want to take both, align, center, and then make sure that your lock is locked so it stays in, correct. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but see how when I changed it to 4, it went to 5. And then some people like to have this back the same color as that. I personally like that better in white. I'm going to change that just to a plain cut. Oops, why is that not changing for me? Oh, helps when you push the right thing. So basic, and then I'm just going to change it to white. And then my back layer will be white. That's how I want it. So these are all set to go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Make It. And I did not turn my machine on yet, so it's not going to let me go all the way forward. I personally use 65-pound Recollections brand cardstock. It's fantastic cardstock, great colors, cuts perfectly every time. You can buy it at Michael's or on Amazon. I will link the Amazon link in the video description, but if you prefer, Michael's is actually a little bit cheaper. If you can go into the store, it's usually like buy two, get one free, or buy two, get one half off, whatever. It's usually on sale. But if you're just looking for convenience and you just want to order it on Amazon, I'll link that in the video description. So I'm going to do it on matte. Again, I'm not sure how much further it'll let me go forward without having my machine actually physically on. But so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to print this. It'll send it to the printer. And then once I have it out of the printer, we'll load it onto the mat and load it into the Cricut to have it cut. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's go over to the printer now. We'll get it out. One other thing. So for the cardstock setting, for the cut setting, I don't think it'll let me move forward without having my maker on. But for the cardstock setting, the setting that I use for this 65-pound Recollections cardstock that gives a perfect cut every single time is Cardstock Intricate Cut. That'll give you a perfect cut on this cardstock. So let's go ahead now and let's go over to we'll get it out of the printer and then we'll go over to the maker, over my Cricut maker, get this cut, and then we'll get it all put together. So I just want to show you real quick for anybody who is not super familiar with the print then cut process before we go over to the printer and get the print and move it over and load it into the Cricut. I just want to show you. So I'm going to click Make It, and then I'm going to click Continue. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first send it to the printer. And then I'm going to choose which printer I'm going to use. Just choose whichever printer you want. So say I choose that one and then click print. Okay. So what's going to happen is that's going to bring it up on your printer. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to take that print and then load it onto your mat. And you're going to load it into your Cricut. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's grab the print and we will get it loaded into the Cricut. Okay, so you can see that I have loaded my cardstock, my printed cardstock, square to the top of the mat into my Maker 3. This doesn't have to be a Maker. You can do this on a Maker, Explore, Explore 2, Explore 3, Maker 3. Any one of the Explorer Higher series can do this. So you can see that it is flashing and ready to go. So I'm going to press that. And now what's going to happen is it's going to read those registration marks, those corner registrations. It's going to read those so that it knows where to cut. And now what it's going to do is it's going to cut that outside border and it's going to cut the inside cut lines for the bottles. And then what we'll do is once this is cut, we'll go ahead and we'll load just a plain white sheet of cardstock in to cut that back layer, and it'll just cut that basic rounded corner rectangle for the back corner. And then we'll meet over at my craft table, and I will show you how to glue the two pieces together. Okay, so we're here at my craft table. I want to show you something first, in case you are unaware of this, if you're not a paper crafter by nature. So I'm going to take this off of here. You can see also that I conserved the paper, that I just did my print then cut, then I turned this sideways for the cut layer. Okay, so now this is what I want to show you. When you are taking this off or any cardstock off of your mat, don't peel it. If you peel it, you'll end up with curled like a ribbon when you curl it for presents. What you want to do is you want to see how I like popped up the corner. I popped that down and I popped up that corner. Then get your finger underneath there and lift. And move your finger and lift. No curling at all. Or nothing, it's all negligible. So that is how you remove cardstock from your mat without issue, okay? So now, what I'm gonna show you is just how to glue these together. Just 1 second, let's get down in here. Now you can use whatever glue you wanna use. If you have a dollar store Elmer's glue stick or whatever, whatever glue you wanna use, you can use. I like this, I've been using this a lot lately. I'll link this in the video description also. So it's a tacky glue that, it's like no mess. So I bought these. These are like precision, whatever, I bought like a 6-pack of them or whatever on Amazon. And this is pretty much what I use exclusively now for paper crafts, just because it's not messy and I like that. So, but like I said, the regular glue works too. So I'm going to do it on, I'm going to actually use, 1 second, just got to get it started a little bit. I'm going to put the glue on this side so that I don't accidentally get it on that. You want to get it right up to the edge without spilling over the edge too much, because you don't want it to make a big giant mess. And you got to work, you don't have to work super, super fast, but you want to work, a little bit fast. I like to go through and do all of the edges first. And that way I can make sure that I'm getting all the way to the edge. And then I'll go in and I'll just fill in the inside part. These precision tips are, I didn't spend very much on these at all. $5 maybe, something like that, $4 or $5 for a nice size pack of them. And I really, really, really like them. I learned about these from, or this type of glue at least, from Dreaming Tree. Leo from Dreaming Tree. If you're not familiar with their designs, they're fantastic. And that's all paper, cardstock paperwork. So this is the type of glue that he uses. So you can see that you're not doing anything at all with that inside. You're only, this part right here, you're not doing anything with it. You're only getting to the edge of this right here. Oops. And of course then I get it on there. That's okay though. I'll wipe that right off there. I'll just let that dry before I do anything with it. So it's right to the edge, right to the edge. Okay, so now I have everything, all the main parts done, and now I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to kind of wiggle woggle it so that I don't get this on my workspace. I'm going to put that down like that. Okay, a little bit more in there, a little bit there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully pick this up. Try not to make a mess. And I'm going to take and I'm going to shore this up so that it is as even on there as I can get it. And the nice thing with this glue is that it does give you just a little bit of work time. Not a ton, but just a little bit. Oops. It wasn't quite squared. Should have put my glasses on before I tried this. So I'm going to shore up that corner first, I think. Maybe if I get one corner perfect, the rest will fall into place. So that's, I mean, it's close enough. Close enough. Okay. So I'm going to press it down really good. So I get a good, solid. Okay. And then I'm going to flip that up. Flip that up. And I guess I could have actually glued down these. But that's it. And then we'll go ahead and we will take the bottle. I'll fill up the bottle now to show you that real quick. We'll fill up the bottle. And we're going to fill that with oats and sprinkles. Don't use glitter. The kids are going to sprinkle these in the front lawn or whatever. And you don't want to use glitter because animals will, eat that up, obviously. You don't want them getting to glitter. So make sure that what you're putting in there is all edible. Like I said, I'm going to put oats and sprinkles in mine. So we'll go ahead and we will fill up the bottle and I will be right back to show you the finished project. Okay, so that is all there is to it. These are super easy, super fun. The kids love them. Like I said, some people are making a fortune on them. So I will link everything in the video description. I'll link our group. Make sure you join us on Facebook. You'll love it there. You'll fit right in. I'll link the design. I'll link the cardstock that I used, the glue I used, the precision tips. I'll link the font that's used. And that's it. I hope you have a great day. Bye.